Aquarius, welcome to your reading. So I'm going to start here with your current energy and just see what is happening in your world. What do you need to focus on? Jeez. Okay. Your past. Your strength. It's amazing. I'm feeling the cards right away. So tell me about your near future. Whatever your energy is, you are laser focused on something. Whatever you're working on, whatever you're trying to move towards, it does feel like you're very fixated on it. Looking here, bottom of the deck, we do have the Knight of Pentacles. So the Knight of Pentacles is a very student type of energy where you're just gathering a lot of information, trying to figure out what are your plans, what kind of strategy do you need to come up with. This is where you're laser focused. You have something on your mind. You want to build some sort of long-term plan. You definitely want it to be successful. I feel like that's no-brainer. You want it to be successful and you want it to be really grounded, really stable, have a very solid foundation here. So when I look at your current energy, I am getting the Empress. So this is Venus energy. This is all about relationships, love, romance, all of that really fun things, influenced by the Magician. So either you're with a person right now or you're trying to get yourself ready to be in this type of relationship. You might have met somebody that really kind of inspires you, but that Magician energy is about you manifesting the type of relationship that you want. You really laser focused on this. This is what you want here. The Devil is showing up in what you need to focus on. This is about expectations. This is about, it's Capricorn energy, so it's not necessarily negative, but it is about structure and it is about putting in the work. And the kind of caution here is don't create some sort of strategy that is so structured that there's no room for flexibility. It kind of goes against your nature anyway, because as an Aquarius, you're a liberating type of energy. You don't like all this structure. And so the universe is kind of encouraging you, yes, come up with a plan, but be flexible in the way that things work. Two of Swords is showing up in the past. So this does indicate a lack of clarity, that at some point you were standing at a crossroads, not really sure what your path forward needed to be. This is where I'm getting a lot of this kind of student energy. You started really looking for any kind of nuance, maybe having conversations, picking up small details to see, okay, what should be happening? What direction should this be moving? Two of Wands is showing up in your strength position. I love this one. Two of Wands is about seeing the potential in a situation, but it's about looking off into the distance, really seeing the potential and trying to identify, okay, now that I see it, that's the direction I want to go. Now it makes sense. What strategy do I need to put into place in order to get there? That's where you are right now. And keep leaning into that. Keep holding on to the potential in a situation here because it's there. So 10 of Pentacles is showing up in your near future. This 10 of Pentacles energy, it's one of the marriage cards in tarot, so that may or may not be applicable. This is long-term stability here with another person. And so when I look at the external influences here, I am getting 3 of Swords. So there's something very healing. I'm definitely getting something very transformational around this relationship. It is going to be very different than what you're used to. 3 of Cups, 7 of Swords. This is interesting. So the 7 of Swords is about lies, deceit, manipulation. You might have learned something here. There was definitely something, there's something in your past where you learned something through a friend or somebody that would be close to you. That 3 of Cups energy is your friends, but this could be somebody that was really close to you, or you learned maybe about, where you did learn about a relationship, whether a partner was unfaithful or they were lying to you about something. Because Three of Cups, Three of Swords, you could have been in a third party situation in the past and didn't even know it. And then something happened and you became aware of this. This feels very connected to this Devil energy and the Knight of Pentacles. That explains why you're really trying to pay attention to all the details here. You're not really sure what path to go down, or at least you weren't in the past, but you are hyper fixated on making it work with this person. And so this Devil energy is showing up because it is about, okay, creating a pattern, but don't create something that has you so attached to these expectations that it's going to go a specific way. Allow it to be flexible. I don't know if that was an issue in the past relationship. Maybe it moved too fast, or you had set these kind of really solid expectations and then the person wasn't able to meet them. The relationship itself wasn't able to meet them. It's influencing you though. I'll find out more when I clarify. I do have the King of Wands showing up in your hopes or fears. So King of Wands, very action-oriented energy. This is about really standing tall, going after exactly what you want here, doing it without any kind of fear or concern about any kind of repercussions. I do see the Page of Cups showing up here in your potential outcome. So the Page of Cups is about having some sort of conversation. This would be something that is a very heartfelt conversation. It looks like with this person, there might be an emotional type of conversation where you just feel like you need to express yourself in a way. But Page energy, it's kind of very tentative. Let's maybe express the way that you feel. Like this would be telling somebody that you like them or you're in like, as opposed to being in love with a person, because maybe you're just not ready yet, or you don't feel like the relationship is ready. Maybe the other person's not ready. So that Page of Cups, it's like, let me just kind of tread lightly and have the conversation and see, what is this person okay with me expressing? Because that's kind of where you are right now. It's almost like you're a little bit guarded throughout this. Let's get details on the Empress and the Magician here. 8 of Pentacles. You actually have everything you need in order to make this relationship a success. You have the skills necessary within you. If you're thinking that maybe you're lacking in some sort of way, I'm going to use this because it just popped into mind. Think of your friendships. Do you have long-lasting friendships? Do you have those deep, meaningful connections with other people that you know that you can always rely on those people? Even if none of your romantic relationships ever got to that level, it doesn't mean that you're not capable of having relationships on that level. It just means that look at how you handle other relationships. That's going to give you guidance on how to handle this relationship. When you get into a fight with your friends, do you want the friendship to end? No. So kind of use that as you kind of navigate this relationship with a person. Is this fight something that will end us? Or is this something that we just need to work through? Because that's going to change your approach. And so 8 of Pentacles, you actually have all the skills necessary to make this work. With the Devil, I'm getting the 2 of Wands. So 2 of Wands is showing up in both your strength and your focus, which I usually do get a pretty strong connection between these two. So with that Devil energy, 2 of Wands, the Devil energy is about putting forward some sort of strategy in order to get that 2 of Wands, where you see the potential, going after that, coming up with a strategy. Two of Swords, Hermit. You did a lot of internal reflection, a lot of maybe internal healing on figuring out, okay, I know that in order to make the right decision, in order to choose the right path here, I need to come at it from a different approach. I need to work on myself and make sure that I'm in the right headspace in order to be able to go after what I want here. And that's showing up in the past energy. It does feel like you've moved on from that energy. With the 2 of Wands, I'm getting the King of Pentacles. So seeing a lot of long-term stability here with this other person. So that's your strength here. You are looking for something very grounded, very stable, long-lasting, something with a lot of potential here. There's a lot of pentacles showing up in this reading. So whatever happening, it's very much in the 3D. It's very tangible. With the 10 of Pentacles, I'm getting the Wheel of Fortune. I love this energy. The Wheel of Fortune are fated events. This is divine timing. This is things moving in a positive direction. So The potential that you see with this person, it's real. It's not fake by any means. It's not you creating some sort of illusion or setting unrealistic expectations on where this could go. It's more of, don't box it in. That's the caution with that double energy. Don't box it in. Allow this relationship to kind of grow and flow. That Wheel of Fortune, though, it's also connected to the eclipse, because it's been showing up in every reading. So it's connected to the eclipse that we're about to have in the sign of Libra. So it's a new moon in Libra on October 2nd. And Libra's all about relationships here. So there's that. With the Three of Swords, I am getting the Three of Wands. There's something with these wands. You're building something. You're working on something here. Three of Swords, Three of Wands. You definitely took the time necessary in order to heal from whatever happened here in the past. You had to be patient. It definitely took a lot of time. The influence of this, whatever happened in the past, it is getting weaker and weaker. It's definitely diminishing. With the Three of Cups and the Seven of Swords, I am getting the Empress energy, which is actually a number 3 card. Three of Cups, Seven of Swords, Empress. There was somebody here in the past that you had a really, what you felt like was a strong connection. But something happened here. The other person did not present themselves in a way that was true. They led you to believe that they were this strong, stable person, that you could have some sort of future together and it would be long lasting. But then something happened, the truth came out, left you feeling kind of bruised and heartbroken. And if it's not you, it's the other person. It's the person that you're dealing with, if it's not you. So King of Wands, that one came out pretty quick. Nine of Swords. Nine of Swords is about anxiety, sleepless nights, headaches, things like that. And so King of Wands, Nine of Swords, you are maybe up in your head a little bit about the action that you're taking, maybe some sort of fear about taking a wrong action. And that makes sense with that Page of Cups energy sitting in the potential outcome. Page of Cups, Ace of Swords. There is going to be some sort of clarifying conversation here. That Ace of Swords is, let's clear the air. Let's set healthy boundaries in this relationship. Page of Cups, let's talk about how we feel. Let's talk about where maybe this is going. It's actually really positive. So Aquarius, this is your reading. I hope it resonates. If it did, please like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Take care.